Hello, my computer dude. It's just one moment, starting up. All right, let's do this. Thank you. One of them is. That'll do it. Is that better? Watch me eat shit. Get ready for a lot of frustrated yelling. Why do you say that? Do you not like corn kids? I believe you would do that though. This is like the sort of thing you would buy me without asking. Relax, I got all the muscle memory. Are people getting tired of corn kids? I'm not. I'm kind of locked in. Kind of determined. You know, I found out recently Sega made a new Afterburner and I never heard about it. Interesting. You have to be standing on a flat surface for that to work. Otherwise, it doesn't give you credit for having reached it. It must be anti-cheese technology. Nope. My controller blinked off and on for 1 second. What's up, Zulu? We're back at... I'm back on my old shit again. Why is that not working? Oh, yeah. I remember. Nope. That fucking sucked. That was 3 times more damage I needed to take. Man, whatever. Nope, camera. Camera non-cooperation again. I need 3 thumbs to do that. Come on, man. No, that didn't work. There's kind of no point now. Except practice. Nope. Back to the start. I forgot the machine. I forgot the vending machine this time. I should really start over. Cool, engine head, huh? Oh, where'd I go? Camera did not cooperate again. I could one-shot that jump this time. Remember how many times it took me to do that the first time? I keep forgetting there's a bunch of opportunities to get more soda on the way up. Aha. I played a little Banjo-Kazooie the other day because I thought I didn't remember a lot of it. I remember the opening area really well. I remember Mumbo's Mountain really well. I don't remember the beach level at all. I completely forgot that was in there. Fuck. I completely fucking forgot. Jolly Roger, not Tui. Tui is Jolly Roger Cove. One of the really understated, nice things about Banjo-Kazooie is how small and focused the levels are. Like, there's no lack of things to do in them. Everything's just closer together. No! Sure, send him to me on Discord. No. What'd I fuck up that time? Shit. If I can just nail that jump. How do I gain enough altitude? No. It's gotta be precise. God damn it. God damn it! Thank you, Zulu. You brought in any fat stacks of Benjamins yet? I'm surprised at least one of my followers didn't become a commercial diver. I know one who already was. Did I forget the soda again? I did. I'm off soda, by the way. I stopped buying soda, I stopped drinking soda again. For the third time in the past year, this time I hope it sticks. I've just been reflecting on how incredibly bad it is for you. And how gross it is. It also... The sugar in it is sticky, and now if I go long enough without drinking it, it feels weird and gross in my esophagus? Esophagus. And increases my phlegm production. I like the bubbles, I don't like anything else about it. It's too sweet for me now. I still drink tea and juice, which are plenty for me. If you say so. I'm just trying to get off it because it's like drinkable candy. It's like cigarettes as a beverage. I got embroiled in the whole debate about whether or not soda should be on food stamps, and frankly it shouldn't. I'm on food stamps. I would rather not have the... Because I want universal health care someday after this current administrative nightmare is over. We can't have single-payer health care and subsidized sugar water. They're incompatible propositions. We're paying people to get sick, and then we're paying people to get treated for sicknesses that we've subsidized. There are perfectly good natural plant sugars that you can get from juice with the pulp. Perfectly good sweet tea. I think a fair trade is that they should make rotisserie chickens eligible. It's kind of stupid and crazy that they're not, considering a lot of the people who rely on food stamps to feed a family they work like more than one job, so they need a way to feed their family that doesn't have any prep time or hardly any. Rotisserie chicken would be perfect for that. Republicans like meat, and they're in the pocket of the meat industry, so where's the downside? Rice fish. What's interesting about them? Are they tiny? They sound tiny. This is an absolutely insane obstacle course. It's just unreasonably brutal. Yes, I made it! I fucking made it. I can't afford to fuck up. God blessed. No, not again. I don't want to do that jump again. Now I know I can slide from the lowest point. It's less of a hassle, though. Yes! Yes! How close am I to the top? It looks like the top is up there, but it could just be more tower. This is further than I've ever gotten before. Careful. Oh, I see. If they really wanted to be a bastard, they could have made that. There's one more way they could have made that difficult. I'm glad they didn't, but they could have. How do I do this? How do I do this? No. Handy for what? What are they used for? No! I beg of you! This is still further than I've ever gotten. This is just the next thing to kick my ass until I master it. No, I don't know how you're supposed to do that. Load up on corn syrup this time. I'm gonna miss soda. We play some Unreal Tournament to blow off some steam. I've been playing that Unreal Tournament. Yeah, there's a guy named Krillor, I don't know if I told you about him, who's been remastering the levels of Unreal 1, one by one, redoing all the lighting, adding a bunch of geometric detail. Are you gonna cooperate? There we go.
In 2291, in an attempt to control violence among deep space miners, the New Earth government legalized no-holds-barred fighting. Leandri Mining Corporation, working with the NEG, established a series of leagues and bloody public exhibitions. The fight.
I want to do A as ocean floor, but I know I can't. Remember this map. Let's do a familiar one first. Morpheus. I once remade this in Duke Nukem 3D. I don't know what my plan was there.
Burn, baby. Too easy. I just slaughtered that guy.
I hate this map. don't know why I ever liked it. Deck 16, there's a real map.
Sucker.
Yeah, baby, flat cannon. Flat cannon is bae. You know, it's even more bae than flat cannon, though. Is the Redeemer.
You suck.
Yeah, motherfuckers! Aww. This is the quintessential Unreal map. It's like what the Edge is to Quake 2.
You like that?
Hang on, I gotta... Still got it. Still got them reflexes. The water's so simple, but it still looks so good. I think it's because of the colored lighting accompanying it. Especially if it fluctuates.
Loser.
Got nobody with that. We need to return to Monkey and swear off all this Overwatch shit. Or whatever people are playing nowadays.
Sit down.
Apex or something.
Yeah, bitch.
We need to return to tradition. I just like the look of the engine.
Anyone else want some?
Oh, bitch! Oh, my Redeemer, no! Yeah, bitch. Oh,
You
bitch.
suck.
Bitch, what the fuck? Bitch, what the fuck? Bitch, what the fuck? Bitch, what the fuck?
Tag, you're it. Loser.
How could this not be better than, it starts with an A, I want to say, or an S. It's I think it has flying robots. Oh, good, the fucking cum blaster. Double kill.
Headshot. Double kill. Headshot spree. Double kill. Headshot.
Oh fuck. No, 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 no. This is not how it's supposed to go. No, 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 no. You know what? I would say earned that. Deserved it. Had music too. Have you seen the secret level animation of Unreal Tournament? That one really took me back to better times.
Try a bigger gun.
I have no idea where that was coming from. Oh man, I was that low health?
Die, bitch.
Such language. If you keep zapping them, they fucking explode. Bitch titties. This was the shit, man.
Double kill.
Oh, finally, 2 and 1. On some of the denser maps, you can really get a lot of kills with the Redeemer at one time. You be dead. I haven't used this for a while. See? Dance! Dance! You can just make them dance. If it's the minigun, they just keep dancing too.
Let's rock.
That was harrowing. How many shots are we gonna take? That many, it would seem. Color lighting is so pretty, am I wrong? Now that it's no longer a novelty, it doesn't get used as well.
Die. Baby. That guy. Loser.
Oh, this takes me back. I used to think I wasn't into nostalgia. I think I just wasn't old enough yet to have any nostalgia. Life was still getting uniformly better at that time. It's amazing how one stimulus can bring back a bunch of other sensory stimuli. Like this makes my mouth water for pizza. When we would have LAN parties and order pizza and play Unreal Tournament. The sausage and the pepperoni and the black olive. Oh, and the grease, the glorious grease, which I did not yet know to dab away at that time, thanks to basically Oh no, come on!
I just slaughtered that guy.
Nobody can keep that for more than a second. You know the guy who made the AI for these bots made the Reaper bot for Quake?
You suck.
The Reaper bot for Quake was also the basis of the Scourge AI in Unreal 1. I used to use the Reaper, the Z Reaper, which was an improved variation. There used to be a major area of innovation is enemy AI. What happened to that?
Yeah, bitch. Headshot.
What happened to that?
Target eliminated.
Like the military grunts in Half-Life used to be a major technology thing.
Double kill.
Then the Unreal Tournament bots.
Double kill. You are the winner.
10 ahead of the nearest competitor, although Loke is way the fuck ahead of Necroth. Oh, that's too lewd for this dude. Look at how cool I look. Remember this map? Very Castlevania. This has been ported to VR chat, by the way. Whoever should desire it may explore this map in VR chat in virtual reality. It's not as pretty though. They changed the skybox. Look at those light halos. Look at how pretty this map is. Come on, Night Dive, remaster this.
That had to hurt.
Upscale the textures. Give us higher resolution weapons and player models. Higher polygon count. That wasn't smart. That's gonna be almost as good as a flat cannon with a lot of charge up time. This also reminds me of Wheel of Time, which is an Unreal Engine 1 game.
Dirtbag. Nice.
They should explode if you hold it too long.
Stay down.
Killing spree.
The thing is, all fire of a flat cannon is as good as a fully charged goop gun, which makes the goop gun basically pointless in most situations. It's kind of a mine layer.
Learn how to aim.
I just slaughtered that guy.
Killing spree. Yeah, baby. Look at these textures. Look at these textures, man. Unreal Tournament 2004 sure improved upon the polygon count. I want to say that they just made things busier visually. Having simple, clean maps really helps for discerning where the enemy is versus the background.
Learn how to aim.
There's a Redeemer on this map? Dance, baby! Dance! Dance! Shapoopy! Quad damage. Remember, their goal in making this was just be Quake 2 but better. Because Quake 2 was the de facto online multiplayer game for many years. And they didn't know about Quake 3 until it came out.
Try turning the safety off.
I got a little bit of benefit from it. No, I still want the flat cannon. Oh, no, you don't. Who was that? Who there? Wasn't my most elegant moment.
Dirtbag.
There's beauty in simplicity, am I wrong? Isn't this prettier than something that's got a billion polygons but no art direction? Doesn't this have beautiful textures and lighting?
Burn, baby.
Loser.
Must we have infinite gimmicks?
Die.
Must we have loot boxes? Must we have skins and hats? Why does it have to be Fortnite forever?
You like that?
Or at least, why couldn't we have Unreal Tournament content in Fortnite?
And stay down.
They need to turn up the difficulty. I'm like, I am to this game as Joe Rogan is to Quake 1. Oh, that was sloppy. One more microsecond, she would have gotten me. Nicely aimed, if I do say so myself. No regen health. Foul rates, I should have been dead. Glad I grabbed those health packs.
Yeah, bitch.
Loser.
I need to tune my mouse sensitivity.
Sucker.
Hang on.
Die. Got it.
That's better. A little bit more precise. That's where it is. Where's everybody? I don't like this.
You suck.
I don't suck, I'm great. You can suck if you want to. You can suck if you want to. You can leave your friends behind, because your friends don't suck, and if they don't suck, well, They're no friends of mine.
That had to hurt. Target eliminated.
Who was in here? Someone was in here. Here we go. Maybe 1.1? No, it's still got some jumpiness to it. I think I need to... Oh, mouse moving.
Killing spree.
Killing spree. I don't get no better than this.
Learn how to aim.
Burn, baby. Oh, yeah.
You like that?
I just
Oh, I got myself too.
bite me.
Many people don't like having to find weapons. They like loadouts. They can be guaranteed their favorite gun. Oh, it's dicey. I didn't like that.
You suck.
This is high damage, but it's... I got him on the ricochet after I died post-mortem.
You like that?
Oh, are you joking? It still looks pretty. Unreal 1 also had portals. People forget. Like portals you could see through. That's also how their reflections worked. It doesn't get used in a tournament for some reason. I guess to maintain frame rates.
You are the winner.
Damn, I was a monster there. I wish I could make this work online today. Nowadays, but it doesn't work through Steam. That's why there needs to be a remaster. Fingers crossed. Oh wow, my chat was not uploading. I mean, updating. Indeed, yes, hats. If Gaben made it, everyone would love it. Look at id Software. They're still maintaining Quake Live. Because the people wouldn't move on to Champions. I think a lot of people have since then. Champions got a lot better with age. It was just a hot mess when it came out. Half-Life 2. Really? Dabbing is smart. I won't hear otherwise. I should make this my identity as a streamer. The boomer streamer who plays stuff mostly from the years 1997 through 2002. The Y2K streamer. That would limit me too much though. I still can't be mad at this fucking game though because the controls are so impeccable. It's always my fault when I fuck up. I heard people calling it jank in the reviews. I'm like, it's not jank, you're jank. I'm jank. The game's not jank. Did you know there was going to be a Half-Life 1 port to Nintendo 64 that would work with a RANDnet modem? Would have been one of the very few games that supported it. Yeah, I mastered that one. It just butters my goddamn biscuits. That in order to get another try, I have to do all this shit over again. No! You like Unreal Tournament? Whatever that means. Do you like it? You want to see more Unreal Tournament? I think the levels look great, textures look great. I think all it needs remastering is the 3D models. The weapons, somewhat. They mostly still look good. A couple more polygons. But the player models are what really need remastering in the worst way. They look like origami. Imagine how Half-Life would have run on Nintendo 64. Imagine it even trying to do that. I'll miss this game when it's over. I may have skimmed the walkthrough, but I didn't read the ending. I'm hoping... The only thing on my wish list for the ending is that you finally get your nachos. I had better finally get my nachos. Butt fuckers. I'm mostly surprised at how well N64 games still play. With a little bit more resolution. Oh, no! God damn it. This is why I saved the enemies. You ever wonder what your life would be like if you went to the military, if you didn't die? I would have had all this other life experience about something else. I wonder if I still would have written about it. No! I missed him by an inch. Would I be writing military sci-fi right now? Or would I be dead? Probably dead. Or kicked out once they discover autismal. I'm sure there's people with much worse mental health problems in the military who just aren't diagnosed. As long as you're not officially diagnosed, I don't think they can exclude you. These days, how long do you have to be in the military to get the full pension? That doesn't work. If that doesn't work, how do you do it? I'm gonna die again and still not know how to do this. No, that's not the deal. You're not supposed to do that. That's not how that's supposed to work either. You're supposed to home in on the chicken. I could just watch the walkthrough. I want to figure it out for myself. Nope. Again, you didn't grab onto the ledge, you dumb fucker. There we go. What is this here for? Why is this here? Why is this here? This wouldn't be here for not for that. All right. I'm gonna lose again. This is the one we're going to be stuck on the entire stream, it looks like. Yep, nope, you didn't fucking grab the thing. You didn't grab the ledge. I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing here. You put this right over a hole. Now that worked that time. I got the valve on the habitat. I just need to know how much damage there is to the heater and test it before I apply the silicone sealant. Because if I apply it now, it's going to gum up the little applicator, the little cone-shaped applicator. I only get one chance to use it for a few minutes. Oh, thank God. Oh, fucking thank God there. But then I have to do it again. Why is this so unreasonable? I got it now. I got it now. Do not miss that shot. This is my last chance to get any altitude. The little squeezy tubes. Why? They really should come with more than one. The squeeze ones, little tiny ones. The big ones gum up too. I don't know what you're supposed to do about that. Except to have like multiple applicators. How much more is there? How can there be that much more? How can there be... I want to cry. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, that's smart. You put the lid on, but you have to take the applicator off for that. And the applicator still has silicone in it. My left forearm hurts. I keep injuring myself working out, but I just work through the pain and it heals. For God's sake. Also, when you're playing in high definition on Banjo-Kazooie, you can really see how much vertex animation is obvious. Like when he's breathing in bed, he's snoozing. You can see the blanket rising and falling by vertex edits. Because I don't think skeletal animation was a thing yet. Can you imagine if it still wasn't? If we still animated game characters that way? That's smart. That's not a bad idea either. What I need to do is basically figure out if the heater pad works, because only one of them has been chewed through, and I need to do a lot of work to remove it if it has been chewed through, or if it's burnt out. Those resistance heaters don't last as long as I want them to. I gotta get them back in the water. Remember the good old days of being able to live stream a background feed of underwater hams all day, all hours a day or night? I should replace the pebbles with sand. Is there like an intermediate sand granule size where it won't cloud up the water, but it's more granular than pebbles? Barney, my pebbles! By which I mean my testicles, Barney. And being that we're both Neanderthals, they're of considerable size. Granddad! Thank you, Samantha. You're really helpful. I know the other one has a busted heater. But I bought two of them. Is the issue. I also bought brand new plugs to put on both of them. And also the new bolts and nuts are all stainless steel. I may have to make a new joining tube though. Rust has fucked up a lot of it. There's a special kind of sand, aquarium sand. Because the pebbles are looking gross and weird. Barney, my Barney, my crack rock, Barney. That was a near miss. It could have gone much worse than it did. No, I fucked it up. Zen by the shrimp, but can they live in any temperature? I got a tank heater, that should help. I bought a suction fish algae eater, but it just died in a hurry too. All right, we're back to the old bad days. I've lost all my skills. Nope. What the fuck was that? It's a hassle to change the water because I don't have a secondary aquarium to flush it into. I just have to dump everything out and let it flow down the driveway and then fill it with water from the hose again. I don't have a full aquarium set up. The house does have a proper fixed electrical box now. So there's hot water and there's EV charging at level 2 for 2 people. There's gonna be a small pool at some point in the deck that I can put hamsters into. Yes! Tomorrow I can start donating, he says. I start selling plasma again at a high price because it has been a month since last I did so. So I'll have some extra money. 5 gallon would not be nearly enough. This is a 250 gallon or 150 gallon. It's a huge aquarium. Fucker. You almost got me with that. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah! That's really hard to do, actually. I just got lucky. I want to say skill, but it's not. So I changed the water, and I also need to buy filters more often. I have a filter. acceptable. Alright, so what do I do here? How the fuck am I supposed to do that? Oh, that's dicey. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. Not one bit. No, you fucker! Ooh, you fucker! Calm down, you came so far, you're gonna lose it all. You're gonna lose it all, you came so quick, far so good. I know how to do this though. No, it's off center. It's slightly off center. Are you gonna get the Croc remaster? I'm not. I never liked Croc. It's got some charming attributes, but it was a very basic tank control platformer from a pre-Mario 64 dark time when nobody really knew yet how to make 3D platformers work well. What the fuck? No! You know what this means? The staircase is on the other side. They're gonna make me do as much work as possible for this. Oh, thank God he grabbed on when he did. Will this work? Are you gonna make me go back the other way? Really? How could you do this? How could you do this to me? How could you do this to me? How dare you? Oh no! I got one more try left at this. No! Why? No loving God would allow this. Well, the one good thing about Croc is it ran on the Saturn. If you wanted 3D platforms on Saturn, you didn't have a lot of choices because of its meager 3D abilities. It was on PS1, but honestly, PS1 was a bit too overpowered for it. Nope, I need to go back and get the machine sodas. I'm getting further every time. If anyone wants to order me a pizza, I won't tell them no. I feel only hatred in my heart. Gotta go all the way back up there. Do you see that, the thing sticking out of the tower halfway up, like right above his headband right now? Where there are two arms sticking out to the side? That's where you have to do the wall jump between the little pyramids. That's how far up it is. That's still like only a tenth of the fucking height. I feel demoralized just looking at it. No. It's not as unfair as I thought it would be. I thought it wouldn't give you any health. But if it had done that, then I would just say fuck it. So I repaired my index controllers recently. I should say I replaced the batteries. I fucked up the ribbon cable slightly though, so that now every so often my left pinky finger, my left what's the one between the ring finger, gets stuck partly closed, not all the way, and permanently on the right hand the right ring finger is kind of deformed, and also the pinky is permanently stuck out like a British man drinking tea. But after putting all that work into it, I'm not going to buy new ones until the batteries I bought die as well. It honestly doesn't impact anything. I just feel weird. It's a little bit off. Everything's a little fucky. In VR chat, I look like I've been in an accident. I guess if I had not cared about what they look like, I could have got an external power bank for each of them and just duct taped it on there. I don't want them turning into spicy pillows, though. My backup plan is to just get Vive wands, because they're easier to do battery replacements on, and they don't have stick drift, which is my next issue. My left thumbstick is drifty a little bit. It's just going to get worse, from what I understand. It's possible to replace the thumbstick, but you have to score a replacement unit online. It's much more involved of a procedure. I don't see why it had to be so fucking hard to service. What's good, creamy goodness? I'm just punishing myself because I am a sadist and I hate myself. I'm not playing Trackmania. It could be worse. Just so I can nail that jump every time. That's a well-designed jump, though. I didn't think that at the time it was giving me trouble. Mostly just figuring out what to do. This is pretty well designed. Even the tower teaches you how to do stuff you're gonna have to do later. In baby steps. I'm making excuses for it. I got Stockholm Syndrome. Shit! Oh, why would you do that to me? Why would you not have it auto aim? Up you go. You little shit. Why does that work that way? Why does life have to be the way that it is? There we go. So I was emulating N64 recently, and Diddy Kong Racing mogs the fuck out of Mario Kart. I forgot how badly. I don't think most of the other vehicles are worth a damn, but the kart racing, all the kart races are 3D. Despite that, it performs better. It has more detailed tracks. The tracks have better ambiance. It is a fuck jump. It is possible to do, but only because you slide further than you think before it becomes hopeless. We got that one mostly mastered now. That was the one that's giving me trouble for a long time. This one still gives me a little bit of trouble, but not as much as it used to. Oh, fuck. Time to go get more soda. Well, shit. Alright, let me think about this. Shit on a fucking dick. That's a shitty dick right there. I'm fucking up the basics now. Emotions are starting to creep in. You have a gamer posture that's hunched over and really bad for your back, where you're like leaning into the screen so your face is 2 inches away. Your spine is in pain, but you're like, I need to lock in. I forgot how to do this. That was generous, actually. That's gonna cost me. Yeah, I finished Cookies. There were 11 different endings. Cookies was a fan favorite. Everybody loves that game. Well, alright. Nope. I need to manage my anger. I'm gonna play some more in a tournament. Get some pop first. Also let my joints heal. You're asking questions I don't know the answers to. I have the option of saving VODs automatically to Twitch disabled. I don't remember why. I probably shouldn't have that. I save them on YouTube under Hamdad Plays. It's one of my sub channels. I don't know which one it is. Let's play a little Banjo-Kazooie actually. I don't know what I called it. Probably Cookies, I hope. I didn't skip. I played through the intro off stream, so you wouldn't have to see it. Also, texture filtering is off, I guess, or it's set to some thing that looks nothing like the N64's filtering. It's fine. It gives you an idea of how crunchy they really are. Thank you, Creamy Goodness. I appreciate you. I see everything you do for me. wish I saw you more often. I like having... It's a friendship simulator. It's real to me. It's parasocial, but it goes both ways, I think. I feel like I'm gaming with the bros. I was thinking about this recently. I watched a documentary. Let me actually take a break and show you what I mean. A documentary about Indonesian rural gaming cafes, like out in the country, where they still in 2023 at the time of filming did not have good internet, which was the reason gaming cafes existed, because they'd split like one, back in the day they'd split like one high bandwidth line between like 40 computers, and if you wanted to play against people with low latency, you could just play locally. Let me try to find this. And it really inspired me. It really inspired me because they were so happy. They had so little, but they were so happy with it.
Hey guys, I just found an amazing digital marketing expert on Fiverr.
The company had its most effective campaign yet. The team continues.
Nobody does. I don't know why. I wish I knew how to fix that. It's really preventing me from taking off.
He wondered if his reaction.
Look at these kids playing PS3 Slims on Walmart 10U
I was worried
televisions.
that the older kids might act selfish and just keep the controller to themselves the entire time.
Oh, that's
because
actually a
that's what
great
happens in almost
hack.
every country. But these
If they
kids are
hack the
very
console,
dedicated.
that's not a bad choice.
After this game, she gets to play too, okay?
You
Give
can
me
run
that.
everything on that.
Okay. You might as well call this a daycare center at this point.
I was just saying, I was watching this recently, and it made me feel inspired. Because here I am with my Steam Deck and my gaming computer and my huge backlog
Give me the juice, man.
and my Index
Leave some woman for
and
me
my
too.
FPGA
This
consoles.
kid wanted to flex
And
his
I
big brother.
often sit around doom
Now, I know it's gonna
scrolling
be one of those
Google
peaceful days
News
when I
or
don't have
X,
to use,
not
like,
wanting to
great
play
force of
anything. I'm not
violence on
motivated
anyone,
to play
but it
anything.
seems that
But
violence
they
always
don't
is a
get
way of
to
fighting.
game all the time. For them, it's a rare treat, so they savor it. They're mindful about their appreciation of gaming. They don't really understand what they're doing necessarily. They're little kids, but they have their bros. They have their best friends with them, so it makes it even more fun. Gaming with the bros. And I guarantee you they get more enjoyment out of whatever shitty shovelware soccer game or fighting game they play
You
for
like
however
that?
many minutes per week they get to play it
Yeah, do you see that? I kicked this butt.
than I probably do out of
Yeah,
out of the
kicking
games
this
that I
butt too. I
am
don't discriminate.
drowning in.
Oh. Oh.
Here's their
Alright, I got
cyber
this permission. So let's go
cafes.
inside this amazing business. Huh,
This
looks
was
like,
2023, I
there's no
believe,
one here,
and I
except
think
for
he
that one
said
gentleman that looks like
no,
some
it was
anime
more
actor.
recent,
This
2024.
internet cafe had this Mad Max
I think he
style
says these
supposed to
have.
go with the
He
vibe
goes over
to
the
it.
specs, and
It
it's
was
like a
kinda
1050 or something at some
Okay,
point.
that pen is definitely older than
It's
me.
crusty. They
and
let
it's
you
technically
smoke in
old
there.
since its
That's kind of
creation.
that's kind of a.
This is an ancient legendary
grungy
keyboard
Kino,
once
though.
used by a legendary gamer. He's now 5,000 years old.
You know what I mean? I was thinking
Everything
like
about this place feels raw. I think I'm
if
gonna try to talk
part
to
of
that
the
hacker
why
gentleman.
we used to
Hello.
enjoy games as kids is
The
because we
gentleman
used to
didn't speak much
extract the
English.
most out of
It seemed
them.
like he-
That's because we didn't have all the games in the world. We got like birthday money and Christmas money, or we got like 1 or 2 games for each holiday. If you asked to take them back and trade them, you get your ass beat. So you were stuck with whatever games looked good to mom or dad or grandma. Like Bible Wisdom Tree Adventures or whatever. But you suckled the juice from that orange like it was going extinct. You explored every nook and cranny of that game. You learned every secret. Because that's the games that you had. And you beat games. You beat them because you spent time with them. And you spent time with them because you cherished that time. Because you had homework and you had responsibility. You had school during the day. So you didn't get the game all the time. So it was precious. You weren't so fucking like spoiled and overwhelmed. Sometimes some kids got lucky, like my friend Nathan in middle school. his dad wouldn't let him have any violent games, so he had 3 NES games. He had the 2 Wisdom Tree Bible games, and he had Kirby. But Kirby was a fucking baller game to have as his only good game. You could easily play nothing but NES. I was just thinking about that. Like, if you artificially limited your selection of games so that you would actually sit down and play through a game all the way and properly enjoy it for the first time in decades. Like, let's say you're stuck on a desert island and all you have is, for some reason, you got a shack, freshwater source, you can fish for food, and you got an NES, and it's got like a flash cart with all the games on it. You could play even just the great games, even just the AAA NES games would be enough to occupy you for a lifetime. You got all-time classics on that console. River City Rampage. You got Lagrange Point. You got Star Tropics. You got Blaster Master. You got Chrysalis. You got Kirby. Jurassic Park on Sega Genesis. You're not kidding. Also, the sequel, Lost World on Sega Genesis, was one of the last Genesis games released. It was made by the same people as Eco the Dolphin, and it's one of the most beautiful games and also the most sophisticated games on the platform. It's basically an open world shooter with vehicles, kind of like Just Cause, but in 2D. But anyway, look at these. This is a kind of coziness, like Poverty Gaming cozy. I couldn't bring myself to return to this, but I can't help but feel like I would enjoy it more if I did. If I had to focus on one game at a time and beat it before I continued to another, and if I had limited selection and I didn't have the newest shit.
He wanted to show me some of his gameplays.
Rampage is the one where you can play the Raptor or Dr. Grant, right?
By the way, I didn't know about this, but
didn't they release like a special edition of that later on?
I think this particular keyboard
that had more
has
stuff in it.
stage 13 cancer.
No, you don't clean it. You just buy a new one at this point.
And look at this boy showing his remarkable stoicism as he's typing on this keyboard. It's almost
relatively
as if
modern
nothing in
games.
this world that can bother me.
Kind of low
I wonder
spec.
if they're bothered at all
Low spec gamer would
by,
love this.
The status of the keyboard and the mouse pad.
And their monitor was a burn victim too.
Mostly a likable host. He's a little bit.
Well, I'm a gamer too. Maybe
At times
I'll
he'll
try using one of
humble
these.
brag,
And I also ordered
but then he'll do
coffee.
something to offset it for optics.
You're
Like
gonna
when
use the same
he's
cup.
playing with the
Yes,
kids,
he
he makes a
will.
point to mention that he bought all the gaming time for them, but then
Yes, he
he
will.
also pals
Well, I
around
think
with
he
them a
used
little
good
bit and make
coffee
sure that
beans
they
at least.
share.
Oh, it's like one of those packets.
Seems less like an authentically good person because everything was
You're using
purposeful,
hot water.
and more like an AI
Hot
that's
water
been
in a
trained on
plastic
good
cup.
behavior.
That's concerning. Thank you. If I experience any DNA mutation, then I'm sure I'll turn into a supervillain. Surprisingly, this PC is still functional.
I think there was a good Sega
This
CD
doesn't
Jurassic
take
Park
out
game,
the
but it was
Apple.
more of an
It's just a
interactive
game.
point and click.
Okay, my friends.
Did we leave something
There
behind though?
is
Look at
a
this. Like
called
imagine yourself
Echo.
as a
You
kid
like that?
in rural China, and all you have for
They
gaming
have games that I'm
is a
not super
Famiclone.
familiar with.
You
It's
could still have
still
some
not
damn
nice
good times with
games.
that.
It's just kinda
As
sad
long
that I
as
have
you
to touch
you
this
were
with my
lucky
fingers.
and
I
stumbling
really feel
across
sorry for
the
my
handful of
future
good
wife.
games like
It's
Shatterhand
almost like they're incubating a new form
Or
of
Totally Rad.
microorganism here. Well, it wouldn't be
Or the
polite to
Mario
say no to
games,
this
or
coffee, right?
Final Fantasy.
It's
got the shitty instant
And you guys know what I
instant
always
coffee
do. I have to check their specs.
from powder and,
running on this
here we go.
Intel
Here's the
10
specs. .5 gigahertz. I don't DirectX 12, so it's DirectX 12 graphics card.
CPU, which you can buy for $9 apparently.
And 8 gig RAM, which is too terrible.
But they had a dedicated
Yeah, it's a dedicated graphics 1050.
GPU,
That'll play
which
a
is
lot
kinda
of stuff
old,
though.
But it might be enough for a lot of the games that are installed here.
So the headphones are functional. I can hear the sound coming out of it. The foam cups are missing on these headphones, and I don't know
The rich
if I want
kid
to put this on my
had Sega
head.
CD.
I feel like it's going to change me forever.
So I was able to launch
For most people, even if their parents were well-to-do, if the parents weren't gamers, they didn't understand why you would want or need new hardware ever. I remember my dad and a lot of dads. There was a piece on the news about how parents were angry and called it a scam when the Super Nintendo came out, because I just bought a Nintendo. Now there's a new one I gotta buy, and then they got mad again when the games weren't free. The thinking was, for people who don't understand anything about computers or software, if I spend a lot of money on the gaming box, all the games had better be free. That was common thinking at the time, because they were from a generation where there actually were consoles that had all the games you'd ever play on it built into the box. It just came with it. So any dime they had to spend to make their child happy was a scam. I guess because when they were a kid, the toys they wanted were much cheaper. Now you're asking them to spend hundreds of dollars on something they don't understand that they would get enjoyment out of too if they tried it. But it's like, I gotta buy games too? The games are $60? Now there's a Super Nintendo? And they would just straight up whip your ass if you asked for anything that was... If you asked for a new console more than once every 5 years... That was like the most they tolerate, because Super Nintendo groomed them into it. Add-ons were out of the question, though. The only reason I had them is because I bought all my own console stuff with lawn mowing money. And in order to get the most bang for my buck, I only bought failed consoles. So I had all the failed consoles, and the successful ones I waited a generation to buy. Like, I didn't get a Super Nintendo until PlayStation was out. I didn't get an N64 until Dreamcast was out. I got a Dreamcast on launch just because it was a Christmas present or birthday present, something like that. But I got everything that's successful. I got one generation late, and I got great deals on that. And I got all the failed consoles from that generation, which often had the games I wanted to play anyway as multiplats. Often the really expensive failed consoles had the best versions of multiplats also. Like Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo on 3DO. I was collecting retro before it was cool, and I was not doing it to collect. I was doing it to get good deals. Now it's the other way around.
Valorant on their PC? Although, even on the lowest settings, the PC was really struggling. The frame rate was really low.
What are you guys doing? Playing Roblox? Aren't you guys like too old for Roblox?
I know Roblox to be children's game in other countries, but because they only have low-spec PC, people of all ages seem to be playing this game at the internet cafe. Okay, I think I've seen enough. Why don't I go to another internet cafe that is...
Roblox is another good example.
You'll be back! Emu can't help people customize and save with Liberty Mutual!
Warnet.
We look down on Roblox. It's kind of like it's free and it's got a lot of trash. It's got a high signal to noise ratio. But imagine if Roblox was all you had. If it was all you had and you were stuck somewhere for a long time, like on an Antarctic base, and all you had to play was Roblox games, you would find the good stuff. You'd put the work in to sift through the dung heap and find the diamonds. And you'd probably get enjoyment out of it. You know what I mean? Like we're our own worst enemy in some ways. Like we're too smart. We outsmart ourselves in in terms of obtaining supernormal stimuli, and drowning ourselves in too much of a good thing, like processed sugars or pornography, or more games than we can possibly focus on, so we don't really enjoy them and they're just a blur. We don't stop and smell the roses and really mindfully cherish what we're playing. Creamy goodness, don't worry about it. I can make you autistic. All you have to do is play Minecraft 2. It's a secret game only known to autistic people. Instead of cubes, everything's made out of triangles. It's made by combining 2 copies of Factorio together.
It's under construction.
Valorant, that's what I was thinking of. It's got all the games advertised. Apex.
And this over here is their PlayStation Warnet. Well then, let's go find out what it's like. It is right here. Hello. Hi. Why are there so many kids here? All right then, let's go inside. Can I come in? All right, let's go inside, boy. Boy, guide me. No, stop posing. We should go in. No shoes. Shoes, no? Okay. I'm a good boy, just like you.
So guys, welcome to a humble PlayStation Warnet. With only 4 PlayStations, you might want to say it's small. I would say it's home.
Okay, imagine this was your life. Imagine you're like a 15-year-old
And this.
and you got one of these shitty Chinese electric scooters. It runs on golf cart batteries that you have to replace or refurbish every 6 months. You can live a pretty relaxed, enjoyable life. You got all the boxes checked. You got transportation after school if your mother doesn't beat you with a shoe for not doing your homework. You do your homework, you go pray at madrasa or whatever. Then as your treat, you get to drive your little electric scooter and plug it into the gaming cafe to charge and game with the bros. We forget that it's about having fun, and the fun got lost somewhere along the way. And a big part of the fun is friendships. It was your friends that made the games fun. The games weren't fun by themselves. The games just facilitated social fun with your friends. You could drink your coffee. Probably it tastes really good if you have nothing better to compare it to. That sounds harsh. I'm sounding like the host of this video now. He's like the fucking Han Chinese overman. Or is he? Jimmy Kim. That doesn't sound Chinese. He might be South Korean. I might be racist. Oops, I done a racism. We gotta do our part to erase racism. Look at these kids playing mobile phone games though on rented phones. They are probably having a blast playing fucking knockoff imitation Gmod and phone Fortnite. This is if this isn't cyberpunk, what is? Like they're living in conditions where, due to the miracles of capitalism, despite the austerity of their surroundings, they have what to them is like super high-end technology. And it, even to us, is only a couple years behind the curve. Imagine how much joy this brings them that it does not bring us. There's a market, I think, for some kind of application that limits your access to your Steam library and locks the games that you haven't played yet until you beat the ones that you have. Or, you know, as a compromise, it'll rotate through a series of locked games, so you have like a selection of 5 every month. I guess I just reinvented Xbox Game Pass, didn't I? Or something like that, or like PlayStation Network or some. I'm sure there's some service that works basically like what I described, but you don't have to buy the games. That sounds better than what we have now, which is just being drowned in an ocean of games that you'll never play all of, and the ones that you do play, you feel hurried because you have a backlog waiting for you. Imagine being a Brazilian gamer. Imagine gaming in Brazil and having tech toy consoles where for like 30 years nothing gets newer, nothing gets modernized. You don't get any HD consoles. Nobody can afford a PlayStation 2 or 3 or 4. You just keep playing Sega Genesis and Master System. And Genesis is like a big jump from Master System to you, and everybody stays impressed with it. Honestly, being forced to focus on the library of a game system that has a great library like that is more of a blessing than a curse. I find myself playing a lot of Dreamcast games and N64 games lately. If that was all I had, I think I would go through a withdrawal period, but I'd be happier in the long run. I think Zoomers would probably be reaching for the sky and cursing God, though. But anyway, that's just my little rant. That's the true gamer essence, isn't it? Aren't those boys truer gamers than we are? They go out of their way to game. They jump through way more hoops. They make do with much more meager hardware, and yet there's talent among them. There are many Indonesian esports champs who trained in humble surroundings like those cyber cafes. It's like the plot of The Last Starfighter. Except instead of your talent at an Atari game getting you recruited by aliens, you get recruited by first world countries, and you get swooped up and scooped up and signed on an exploitative contract, which is nevertheless more money than you've ever seen in your life, to play the same games you were playing with your bros. I wonder if they feel melancholy about that, if they miss the simple fun of playing Roblox with their bros, or Fortnite or whatever, in the cafe drinking their instant coffee drink, and suddenly it becomes their job and they can't stop playing, and they have to do it, and they're playing at a much higher level, and they're surrounded by people with cameras and bright lights and sponsors and shit, and suddenly it's not fun anymore, and they just want to go back to the dingy gaming cafe where everybody smokes and play the games with their bros after school that they used to love so much. It sounds like there's like a poem or a story in there somewhere. The problem is that it's like an American arcade disappearance. Those gaming cafes will disappear as conditions improve and technology improves in Indonesia and other countries. Where as internet gets better, the cyber cafes start disappearing because the business model doesn't make sense anymore. Anyway, I just had some feelings about that I wanted to share. It's not all sunshine and roses. We didn't just make do with less voluntarily. Games also used to sell you less game for more money. Like, we were paying premium prices for these N64 games that were like 16 megabytes, or 32 megabytes. 64 at most. Some of them packed in a lot of value for that money, the first party games. Like, you didn't feel ripped off because you'd be playing that game for months and months and months. Others not so much, like racing games and wrestling games. N64 did have some famously good wrestling games. It makes me feel wistful for a past I didn't experience in the same way. I guess how Zoomers feel when they read about retro gaming. Imagine buying a shitty N64 game at full price and not returning it. Imagine getting like Sub-Zero Chronicles. Not knowing enough to send it back. Look at how rough those textures are. It's 4 whopping megabytes of texture memory. Well, that's what it has to store them, I believe. And to stream them onto the screen, the RAM for doing that is like 48 kilobytes. Which was terrible even for the time. I have heard things about Quest 64. It's one of those games that people are nostalgic for. I never played it, but they acknowledge that it's bad, but they still miss it because it was their first RPG. Yeah, cartridges were not cheap. One of the reasons so many people bought PlayStation is that CDs were cheap. Very cheap to press and distribute, and they, of course, stored way more. Some of these games were like $90. That was in 1996 and 7 money. So when you bought a game, you had to be really sure it was a good one, and that you were going to spend a long time playing it, which is why I waited until reviews were out to buy anything. I subscribed to multiple gaming magazines as soon as I was old enough to understand the value proposition. Keep thinking I can ledge grab. Perfect example, Earthbound. Expensive game. Buy for your Super Nintendo, play for a year or more. The entertainment per minute per dollar works out quite favorably. Even better than many modern games, which have better graphics, but because of that, they tend to be shorter. Because the same amount of work fills less playtime. Anyway. I'm sorry I never played Final Fantasy 3. I guess 6 in Japan, because that's another one people say that they had a life-changing experience with. Super Nintendo was really a beast. You don't appreciate it until you played a lot of the PC Engine and Sega Genesis libraries, and then you really realize that SNES was almost a generational leap beyond either one of them. Like, a lot of the games, like Donkey Kong Country Trilogy, looked like 32X games, or better. Improved that add-ons weren't necessary. Although it had add-ons in its own way. It just did them with chips in the cartridge. Those were the days, though. As long as you picked well. If you didn't pick well, and you weren't smart enough to return the game for a different one, or your parents wouldn't let you because it was a present from a relative. That happened to me once. My cousin Matt wanted Unreal Tournament. I didn't know it. For Christmas, I bought him Worms 3 and I think a Spawn game, a multiplayer Spawn game for Dreamcast, which was actually pretty good. And he was like, initially he was like, can I return this and get Unreal Tournament? But once he played it, he realized, hey, actually, I wanted Unreal Tournament because I'm going to college and it'll be a great party game. But now I realize that Worms Armageddon on Dreamcast is also a great party game. So I'm going to keep this one, which I felt good about. I hope he gave me credit after that for having good taste. UT99 was the game to have that back then, though. This is gonna sound like a Saw movie, but imagine being locked in a room by captors and all you have is like a 1001 Famiclone handheld. Honestly, it probably wouldn't be that bad. It would just become your new world. I think your level of engagement, your level of engrossment and entertainment scales to what's available. If all you have are books, then I mean, I like reading, but you know what I mean. What you have becomes more than enough. I will say one good thing for Final Fantasy. It's a great example of how much fantasy can be. Like, it doesn't always have to be just swords and dragons and shit. Final Fantasy often has a lot of fantasy elements that are not traditionally Tolkien-esque in it. Like the new one, the most recent one I know about is about like a boy band or like a metal band looking bunch of dudes who are all just ripped Giga Chads in black silk button-down shirts and black jeans, riding a black Lambo through the desert at the start. That's a fantasy. That's like it's a bit of a juvenile fantasy, but that's a fantasy. That's what fantasy should be, fantasies. Which can be set in any time period, in any kind of reality, with any laws of physics, any animals, any flora, any fauna, any history, any currency. I coined that neo-fantasy. It's any fantasy that's not swords and sorcery. With the requirement that it not resemble medieval Europe in any way. Actually, I'd also expand that to say it shouldn't be set in the far future, or it's just science fiction. So it's a narrow window of mostly contemporary time periods, near past, near future. Because otherwise it could also just be alt history. Alt history also already covers alternative pasts. So I'm going to say, as a defining quality, neo-fantasy has to be contemporary, but it's in an alternate world where things are different. So it's like alt-present, but there are fantastical elements. I'd also compare it to magical realism, where you have a mundane, modern setting, but one fantastical element, except where every element is fantastical, or lots of them are. Shadowrun comes close, conceptually, in that it's cyberpunk, but with fantasy races. That's not quite what I mean, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Neo-fantasy excites me the most, because it's the most different. It has the most possibilities, because it has technology in the world, but it could be alternate technology that developed along lines that it didn't in our world. And it's not science fiction, and it's not alt history, although it can have an alt history in the setting that is how things unfolded, but it's set in the present, the equivalent of our present in that world. I had a dream like that, where it was set in a world where the continents never separated. We still all lived on Pangaea, and the reason they didn't separate for some reason was because magnetic monopoles are common in the crust. So all of our technology is based on magnetic monopoles, and it uses a fuel called illiquium. Illiquium, I think. Sorry if I'm dumb and spelled it wrong. Illiquium. In its liquid form, it's a glowing pink syrup, and if exposed to colder temperatures, it condenses as pink crystals. And if you run an electric current localized through the crystal, a jet of seemingly inexhaustible thrust comes out of that point on the crystal, which means you can make anything fly with it. Which means you can have floating cities, you can have individual flying vehicles with like nuclear equivalent energy densities, so you can fly for a long time, cheaply, and without any radiation. Stuff like that. Another great example of an imaginative modern fantasy element would be in Atomic Heart. That was also kind of alternate history, even though it's futuristic. It had Polymer. I thought Polymer was a genius because it wasn't like a futuristic thing. What it replaced was stuff like stairs and ladders. I've never considered the possibility of a more advanced alternative to stairs and ladders before. But the idea that there could exist a gel, a gravity-defying gel that we could swim through without suffocating is amazing. There were also multiple hominids. Not all the hominids died out, so there were Homo florensis and Neanderthal. I was wanting to write a fantasy where those were the fantasy races. The fantasy races were just real extinct hominids. You work in a warehouse? I happen to know a retro gamer YouTuber who did a documentary on Donkey Kong Country 3 who works in a warehouse. That's surprisingly common, at least among the people I watch. I guess it's a chill job or something. I might be assuming too much. I can't do it. Is it a chill job that it seems to be, or is it fool's gold? Shit. Why was it so easy that one time? At least I mastered this jump. That took a while. That's gonna cost me. Watch me not be able to do this. No, I wasted all my health already. God fucking damn it. I don't know how you're supposed to stay in the air long enough to do that. I can't fly. Sick. Speaking of getting buff, I was thinking of wearing ankle weights and arm weights at all hours to level up to Super Saiyan Ultra Instinct when I take them off. How is one meant to do that at all? That doesn't seem possible. I want to get buff. I want to work out at work. I want to drink less processed sugars. Lose weight and gain muscle. Let's do some Unreal tournaments so I can be less angry. It's like the Tails, it's like the Tails get trolled panel. I'm so angry. I'm gonna go have sex with my girlfriend, so I won't be so angry anymore. Unreal tournament. I think I've overwrote some old episodes of the stream, so I might not have ones where I played the first. I can't put words together now. I'm so fried from.
In 2291, in an
No, Hyperblast sucks. Galleon is kind of cool. It kind of sucks. I don't remember that one. That one sucks. I think this one has the airlock. I deserve that.
Target eliminated. That had to hurt.
Now this sucks. Oh, this is a good one. I remember some good times on this map. Hope to see you, creamy goodness. Don't be a stranger.
Red leader, you've got point.
I'm in position.
Under heavy attack. Too easy.
Bitch titties. Whoa, hold on. Nope, mouse speed is fine.
I need some backup, baby. Red leader, I've got your back.
I forgot about the translocator. Yeah, baby.
Heavy attack. That had to hurt. Enemy flank carrier.
This is good enough for the sniper rifle.
Enemy flank carrier is here.
They're hit! Loser.
I've got our flag.
Red leader, you've got... They're hit!
See what I mean? This and Facing Worlds.
I'm in position.
I need to turn the bot difficulty up. Average. Skilled. I'll just do godlike, see how bad that is.
Red leader,
Will I regret
I've got
that?
your back. I'm in position. I didn't slaughter that guy.
Is this flag safe?
Yeehaw!
They're much better.
Die, bitch.
Enemy flag carriers here.
No!
I need some backup. Tag, you're it.
Let's rock. I just
Yeah, he's
spotted
good.
that guy.
Sucker.
A little too good. Skilled probably would have been fine. Fuck.
Red leader, I've got your back.
They're too good for me. I'm gonna try a different level. Adept. Facing worlds. Where's Facing Worlds? Oh, that sucks. I don't like that. I mean, classic. This was the other map
Got you covered.
specific to UT99 that was like the Edge.
I need some backup.
Die, bitch.
I'm in position.
That's the good shit.
I'm hit. Sucker.
That was unwise.
Loser.
These models are rough.
Enemy flight carrier is here.
Damn it. I can't tell you how much of my youth I misspent this way. It's exactly what you're seeing right now.
I thought the flag.
I need some backup.
Get the fuck out of there. That was lucky.
Headshot. That was nasty.
Don't you snipe me, bro.
Yeehaw.
Don't fall off either.
That had to hurt.
It's the thrill of being shot at for middle Americans. There are cheaper ways to get it. But not safer.
Killing spree.
Oh, that was metal. And mental.
I'm under heavy attack. Headshot.
Headshot.
Eat that.
Fall damage will kill you from up here.
Headshot.
Oh, yeah. Enemy flight carrier is here. I need some backup.
Oh, yeah. What'd I just tell myself?
Enemy flag carrier is here. I'm under heavy attack. Headshot.
Yeah, bitch. That was
Target eliminated.
awkward.
Next.
Nope.
Let's rock.
Didn't mean to do that. I got somebody anyway. Oh man, that was brutal.
I need some backup.
Yeah, put down. No, you don't take that from me. How dare you, sir? Someone go get it. They're gonna cap it once. Yeah, they capped it.
I'm hit. Anyone else want some?
Better defended that time.
Red leader, I've got you covered.
Like that?
I'm on your team, idiot.
My bad. One-two combo.
Dumb bitch.
Love that 1-2 combo. One of my favorite guns in any game. Don't you snipe me.
Red leader, I've got your back.
Congratulations, you are the winner.
Yeah, baby! Oh, the sweet memories. Yet, has all that much really changed? I still stay up till all hours playing games. I just do it for an audience now. I want to call attention to something. The main game of Kidz 64 was about 15 hours long. We're now 21 hours in, 6 hours of which is just the last level. Oh. Damn, I love me some UT99 though. Still feels as good today as it did back then. I'm becoming an old man, aren't I? Oh, god damn it. I don't want to grow old, I don't want to die. I don't want to live, but I don't want to die. It's a quandary. Not a common problem these days. Does it feel to anyone else like we're living in a doomed timeline? And that we're coasting off the residual prosperity of the generation before us, but that has to come to an end eventually, and that will be a cataclysmic implosion when it happens? Like a bubble popping? And just suddenly everyone will be homeless, everyone will be looting, everyone will be eating each other. Stealing and killing and shooting, and the wealthy will be squirreled away in their luxury fortresses, hunting us with Terminators. We're almost there now, but we're just not quite to where the bubble pops yet. We're in the calm before the storm. I was just talking to a friend about this, about how close artificial superintelligence is and how life-changing it'll be when it gets here, and how it doesn't feel real because we're living in the time just before it, where it could happen at any time. And it's a little bit like what it must have been like for boomers to always have in the back of their mind the possibility that today will be the day that the Russians launch their nukes. Can you imagine living like that? I mean, I guess now we have our equivalent. How do you do anything? How do you get on with your life knowing the nuke sirens could go off at any moment? And they almost did several times. Like in the Cuban Missile Crisis or the 99 red balloons incident. Na 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 na. Our equivalent is just living on the precipice of an explosion of artificial intelligence that will completely upset the economy. And with the current administration, there's 0.0% chance of any kind of redistributive policies. Which means everyone's on their own, which means a whole lot of starving, a whole lot of looting, a whole lot of rioting, and a authoritarian government that is able and willing to put down rioting violently, which just becomes a blank check to murder frightened, hungry, desperate people who don't have jobs anymore because robots can do everything. I don't mean to be a downer. I mean, that's all I do with my writing is I'm a downer. I don't see it turning out well, though, realistically. I mean, I guess you could say that I'm too cynical and things don't always turn out as badly as possible, but they seem to do damn near as close as that as possible, as often as they can. I cling to the hope that I've got something catastrophically wrong, that everybody's catastrophically wrong about this. That for some reason it just will never happen. There's actually some limitation to AI that will stop it at a point where we get some benefit out of it, but it doesn't completely destroy our economy and way of life. Thing is, even if AI stopped improving today, it's already too capable. It's capable enough that anyone who doesn't want to pay for art never has to again. And a lot of websites that just churn out clickbait articles don't have to pay writers. It's already going to be monstrously disruptive. And I don't see the genie going back into the bottle. And it's hard to just get up and wash myself and eat and not constantly feel dread. And the way most people seem to be dealing with it is treating it as a hypothetical. Like some fanciful thing, like, alright, yeah, maybe we'll see. It's not a maybe we'll see. Based on what has been publicly shown, just alone. Again, even if no more progress happens, there's good enough AI now, not to replace everybody, but to replace enough people at the low end of many industries to catastrophically upset the economy and how we live our lives in this country. And we're right on the cusp. It's like fucking Doomer blue balls edging. Oh, I made it! Oh, fuck yes! And here I am playing games. What am I doing with my time? When the fucking end of life as we know it is almost upon us. I don't know what else to do. I don't know what we could possibly do to prepare. Or what could possibly save us except for some form of communism, but that has already been tried. And it wasn't tried with inexhaustible supplies of robot labor or artificial intelligence, but at the same time, I don't have a lot of confidence in it. And also, given how catastrophically murderous it was in the past, I don't blame anybody for fighting tooth and nail to stop it. Also, it doesn't bode well that we're seeing a resurgence in support for totalitarian strongmen, as historically that's been a response to swelling support for redistributive economic policy. Business owners support election of fascist leaders in part to prevent their stuff from being taken and nationalized. Which is an understandable thing to do, but we're facing a situation where nobody has anything economically to offer that a machine can't do at least as well or better. And here I am wanting to be a writer. I sure did develop a useless talent for the age in which I live. I guess machines can't do underwater hamsterology. Yet. Oh, I fucking did it. Oh, I did it. Ooh, I'm nutting. There's no way to get back. You just have to take the hit. What did I do wrong? What did I even do? If I can only save state. How dare you make me waste a life or a hit point by not grabbing onto the ledge. How can she slap? Here we go. I hate that you have to do it every time. How am I doing for health? Pretty good, actually. Health is doing not bad. No, you don't! How dare you not grab on there? How dare you? Oh no! I'm gonna lose! I lost too many health points already. I need to calm down and be careful. Sure could use death perception. You ever have someone ask you, like, what, or for clarification, but you misinterpret it to mean that they didn't know what the term meant when they just didn't hear you, or vice versa, but they didn't specify which in their question? There you go. God damn it. Nope, alright, fuck you. I really fucked that one. Oh, you're kidding. This again? I didn't do the thing. I love this game and I hate it. I love and hate it. fair. Dicks! You know Melanie Mack? She just shouts slurs on Twitter now. My goodness, what an unpleasant woman. I hope something happens to her. Like that she needs a root canal. What's good, Oogie Hoodif? I'm getting my shit pushed in by a really difficult game. It's frustrating, but also gratifying. It's hard to explain. Some of these save points are illogically spaced apart. Like, they're too really close together when I don't need them to be. I guess I don't need them now. I might have before. It's generous enough with health. What's the matter? Is it a health issue? I hope it's not a health issue. Or is it emotional? Is the baby okay? Please tell me the baby's okay. How did that happen? What the fuck, man? Bitch, what the fuck? Bitch, what the fuck? Bitch, what the fuck? Bitch, what the fuck? I'm sorry. But baby's good. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, fuck yeah, I made it! That was the hardest part. Other than this part. That didn't go my way. Aw. That's a bright spot. What's the matter then? Oh. Now this shit. You and everyone else, the ownership class keeps squeezing more pennies out of people who don't have them to pay. It's just wealth, ongoing, never-ending wealth extraction until they have all the money. We have none of it. No! Does your dog know you have a baby? It really just feels like it's a one-way upward flow of money to the top of the pyramid. And nothing can reverse it. And eventually there will be sort of techno-feudalism with a couple of really, really rich people. And everybody else just kind of lives at their pleasure. How did you not grab the wall, you piece of shit? Calm down, calm down. You're where you need to be. No! How did that happen? Why did that happen? I'm getting too tired and sloppy. God damn it. Understandable. I need a kid to pay for. If I did, I don't know what I'd be doing. Probably driving forklifts. But it's hard to see how that would be automated in the future. There we go. How did how does that not work? How does that not work? There we go. No! Oh, I quit for tonight. At least I made it all the way to 10, 14. I made some progress. I've got the muscle memory I need now to get further. They weren't joking about this last level. I'm stressed. Shit. This was a good night though. Well, for the most part, we got to play some emulator. We got to play some Unreal Tournament. We got to play some Corn Kids, and eventually we'll be done with Corn Kids and go back to Hell Pie or Pumpkin Jack. One of the two. Play a mixture. They're very closely thematically linked. If only it was October. Anyway, Short Talk, get ready to stream. I mean, raid. Thank you all for joining me on this fine Monday evening. Get at me again on Wednesday, same ham time, same ham channel at 7 o'clock p.m. West Coast time to 11 o'clock p.m. or thereabouts. This is your friendly neighborhood and dad signing off for returning you to your regularly scheduled raid. Who's it going to be, Short Talk? Who's it going to be?